This is the new Tristar APOC handgun. This is compatible with the Glock Gen 4 accessories and parts, but it's under 300 bucks. Let's check this one out. All right, so first shots with the APOC. Here's my little shooting gallery. So I've got a couple of these shooting targets, USA targets, a triple threat. I have a harmonic target back there. I have a hostage target, and then I have a dueling tree and paper plates. First shots with the new APOC. All right, here it is. There's the APOC, first magazine, fully loaded, 15 rounds. So this is just standard full metal jacket stuff. Let's see how it runs. All right, first mag, no issues, full lock back. The recoil feels really good, and the trigger doesn't feel bad. It has a very standard Glock stock trigger feel to it. First mag went well. So now what's unique about this guy is it's not your typical Gen 3 Glock clone. It actually is compatible with Glock Gen 4 accessories. So let's talk about some of the specs real quick. So this does have a 4-inch barrel. It comes with two 15-round magazines, Tristar branded. They kind of closely model the Glock magazines more so than like a Magpul or something, but it looks like it is their own magazine. You have a 2-slot accessory rail, and the unloaded weight is 1.63 pounds. It actually comes with an optional magwell, fiber optic front and rear sights, which is really nice. These sights are very bright, they glow, which I like a lot. It's very easy to see, very easy for target acquisition. So now, I mean, obviously I'll jump to the most important part that I'm sure all you guys are most curious about. The MSRP is 359 bucks for this. However, when I did some searching, I found the lowest price, which was actually 280 bucks. So that's your actual price, is 280 versus the 359 MSRP. This is the box it comes in, and I actually don't mind a cardboard box because I have a lot of pistol boxes and I have a lot of rifle boxes that make it hard for me to get rid of. I'm just gonna burn this. Anyways, let's check it out. Pretty basic. You've got your instruction manual. You have your pistol with a magazine inserted, and then you have an additional magazine right here. Trigger lock, you have a magwell. So that's kind of cool. It actually comes with a little magwell, depending on why you might want to carry it. And that's about it. You got your pistol. You got your pistol. And that is what comes in the box. Close up on some of the features. Full serrations in the back, 3/4 serrations in the front. And then here's your grip stippling I was talking about. So here's your back strap. Like I said, it only comes with the one back strap, but this one is comfortable and it does fit my hand well. And you have your horizontal front strap serrations right here. So, and then here's your fiber optic sights. You got some bright green rear, U-notch style sights in the rear. Then you have a bright red fiber optic sight right on the front. And then you have 2-slot accessory rail for your grenade launchers, weapon mounted lights, whatever you like to put on here. So let's talk about general performance and how did it do. Out of the 200 rounds I put through it, honestly, it ran just fine. I didn't have a single hiccup. I even ran it through a bunch of different mags like this ETS, a Magpul mag, Glock mag, and then the actual Tristar mags that they sent with the gun. And each one worked just fine. The two best mags are the Glock branded mags and then the Tristar mags. Those ones were actually the easiest to eject. The Magpul mag, you had to really squeeze hard in that mag release or give it a little assistance to pull it. If you squeeze hard enough, it would eject the mag. And then the ETS one, you did have to, is actually a little harder than the Magpul mag. You really had to squeeze down that mag release or like I said, give it some assistance. But this one did not like to drop free. But this one is one of the old school original ETS mags. Time for a mag test. We've got a couple different options here. This is the OG ETS mag right here, the see-through. And then we have a Magpul, and this one's a Glock branded mag. And then we have one of the mags from Tristar. All right, so first up, we've got the Magpul. It's the P mag. So I'm gonna do it on a closed slide. Seat's fine. You got to push in pretty hard to get it to release without tugging. Got lock back, and again, push it hard, mag falls out. This is one of the Tristar mags that the gun came with. Again, on a close slide. The mag does drop a little easier on the Tristar one. Free falls. Now this is a Glock magazine. Goes in nice, drops out easily. All right, so last test we have one of the OG ETS magazines. This is the one that does not have the steel insert in them. Let's see how this runs. Goes in. So kind of like the P mag, you gotta actually pull it out to eject it. You have a captured stainless steel guide rod, so it actually has a good, nice weight to it. And after 200 rounds, I don't see any premature wear on any of the parts or accessories in here. It still looks brand new, still got some of that paste from factory on there. One thing I also want to note is the quality of the actual polymer. It has a good feel to it. It doesn't feel cheap, it doesn't feel flimsy. It actually has like a nice texture to it. And I'm not just talking about the stippling or texturing, I'm talking about the actual material itself. So there's no flex or flimsiness whatsoever. And even right here on the tip where it gets thinner on your dust cover, it feels pretty rigid. So if you're looking for something potentially as a first firearm, I think this is a great option. It runs really well. I do feel like I trust it. Only time will tell. You know, the reliability, I only have 200 rounds and I have a sample size of 1. So I only have this single one to test out. But this one that they sent is working just fine. Tristar is an import company, so this is actually a Turkish firearm made by Kral Arms. The cool thing about the Turkish guns is you can get a really good deal and get a lot of bang for your buck when it comes down to your budget. So 280 bucks for a Glock Gen 4 compatible platform, that's pretty cool. Now my one complaint, there's no optic cut on it. Now while this doesn't bother me for the review, I do like the option of having an optic cut, so I will give it a little ding for that. I didn't see any optic cut options on their website, so if they can give us an optic cut, something like that, that would be a lot better. However, again, a sub $300 gun. Overall, what do I think of it? For the price, it's an excellent option. The only negative I have to say about it is the lack of an optic cut, but you do have some premium sights on it. I love these fiber optics, are super bright. So you got two 15-round mags. The mags seem to perform just fine. They look closer to a Glock mag than the Magpul mag, and they function more like the Glock mag, which is better than the Magpul mag. For 280 bucks, you got a pretty good winner right here. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a blessed day, and I'll see you guys later.